All right, let's try this again. So it is Tuesday, January 11th, 4:45 p.m. Yeah, that was an entertaining waste of 15 minutes. But hey, it was my envelope with my birth certificate in it was, and also the thing that they gave me for a voucher and directions on how to get work shoes, like special types of, I don't know, safety. They call them safety shoes. I when I went to the other Amazon, when I went to the hiring event, which I could have sworn I'd signed up for Amazon, but then they said it was for HelloFresh, and then once I went through the whole, gosh, it was just super awkward. And this was super awkward for me as well, but it was a different type of awkward. But anyway, when it finally came to, oh yeah, you're going to be in a giant refrigerated warehouse packing boxes, I'm just like, yeah, hard pass. Now, I have been warned on this Amazon one that it may occasionally get warm in there. And I'm a Phoenician. warm ain't no big deal. As long as it stays under 110 degrees, I'm good. But don't put me in the walk and make me stay there. Don't make me cold. I can't handle it. Anyway, yeah, when I had gone there, the bulk of what was going on was just the same sort of hiring type screening thing that I saw going on here, but on a smaller scale for Amazon. And oh gosh, I forgot what I was going to say. The memory thing is getting really bad lately, and it's kind of scaring me, and it's especially with a new job starting. Yeah, the memory thing is a little scary for me right now. Anyway, so the shoes, I saw the thing about the shoes posted up on the wall when I was at that other place, and I was thinking, man, they got to buy $100 shoes. If I was to get that job, I ain't got $100 to buy the shoes. So I'm very relieved to know that part of this whole intake thing is that I've already got an Amazon gift card code to buy the shoes. So even if I don't get the job, there's a drug test. I'm a little concerned I might have to retake the drug test. I got a feeling it didn't follow the directions correctly. I was a little overwhelmed by the directions of it, and it was super weird and awkward for me, and just things like that make me incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know, to me it seems like a drug test there should be a nurse there that is doing everything and watching me, like the whole self-serve drug test just seems super freaking weird to me. I mean, but anyway, I think there's going to be a bus stop right over here. It's like I'm closer to, 67th, so this light would be 71st. I think this light's 71st Avenue. So I just realized I'm walking an area I'm not familiar with at all. So yeah, the self-serve is kind of weird. I'm not 100% sure if I did it right. It was this big weird cotton swab thing I had to put in my mouth for 10 minutes, and then it said like a blue indicator would come on, and the blue indicator after the 10 minutes it didn't come on, and I'm wondering if I had it in the wrong part of my mouth. The video, if it explained it, that's the thing that I really struggle with. It's hard for me to deal with, and I've tried to be very open and above with the people I talk to about it. But when they ask if you've got a disability, it's one thing to say, well, I have, I'm blind. They know what that is. I'm deaf. They know what that is. Hey, I have a prosthetic leg. They can see that, But mental illness, it's one of the things with mental illness is that it's not always so obvious. Mental illness isn't. So, okay, I see a bus stop there, across the street. I see a shelter, but I see a sign. I don't like this looks like a bus pullout. I mean, it's the right turn lane as well, but it's the kind that looks like it doubles as a bus pullout. And there's like a platform here where bus stop should be, but I don't see one. So time to bust out the Obama phone and look at the transit app. Saturn. Let me in my phone. I had to keep going to the about phone properties on that because they're, instead of asking my name, they kept asking, well, what's the phone number you applied with? It's just this, I don't know that phone number, and I just got to the point where I just kept that open, that screen open on that phone, so when I was asked, I could answer that question. Everybody expects that you know that, and like numbers, names, things, like I need them written down in front of me, or otherwise I can't remember what they are often. Okay, now let's go. Sorry, I'm trying to use the bus app to figure out how I get home from here. This phone does not work this app very well. Oh, that's really weird. So yeah, there's not a bus. There's a bus stop for the, let's see, there's a bus stop, like there's the blue dot, and there's no bus stop. There's a bus stop. There's a bus stop at this intersection for for westbound, but not for eastbound. So it looks like the bus stop is further. It looks like, you know what? It looks like there's one further to the west. It's hard for me to, I can't seem to really zoom out on that app. So I can't really see how far it is. It's so weird there's not a bus stop there, because it just seems like, I mean, that looks like a bus pullout. That looks like a place where a bus platform should be. Why the hell is there not a bus stop there? So weird. I mean, that's the normal place where there would be, like 71st Avenue is your half-mile thoroughfare between 83rd, or between 67th Avenue and 75th Avenue. One of my phones just, that was the, I don't know if you heard the ding, that was the sound of the first Obama phone. That phone drives me nuts, because, like, it could be a text message, it could be an email. That's highly unlikely. The email address that I have tied to that, I hardly ever, shoes untied again. I hardly ever have that one, hardly ever have that email address. Like, I don't really get email at that email address and use it for anything. But text messages, like a text message on that number could be super important, but most of the time it goes, makes this little ring sound. What it actually is just, it's just a push-through notice from that stupid app that I can't delete that looks like a newsreader, but actually harvesting data. Speaking of the first Obama phone, I just got a text message from Assurance Wireless stating that that I've just been renewed, which is weird because the last I'd heard from them, and of course I missed the fucking bus because there wasn't a bus stop there. God damn it. Well, I guess that's what I get for not looking specifically where I needed to go. Damn it. I don't understand why there's not a bus stop right there. I mean, that's where you come out of Amazon on the walkway by the door that I came out of. Yeah, I always feel weird when I see these kinds of memorials. Generally what that indicates is that a pedestrian was killed near this area. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, this is one of those kind of roads where people drive fast. Although, to be fair, this is an old state highway route, so, and it is a major truck route. So kind of expected that pedestrians should be cautious crossing this road more so than other city streets. I am really impressed, like, how nice the sidewalks are out here. Like, there's so many new warehouses out here that didn't used to be here, you know, a decade ago or 2 decades ago, and all these sidewalks are really nice and really wide, and like there's a bike lane there, Although I tell you, that line of paint wouldn't make me feel comfortable with that semi driving that fast right next to me. But there is a bike lane there. The sidewalk is nice though. I'd ride a bike on this and just kind of, this is one of those kind of sidewalks where you ride your bike on it and you realize that there's just hardly any pedestrians because everybody's driving out here. And if you see one, you just kind of cautiously go around them. Anyway, so frustrated I missed that bus. I would have, anyway, you know, and kind of kicking myself in the ass because I just had the transit app open, and when I was trying to look at see where the stop was, I could have just as easily clicked on the stop and then seen how long till the next bus. So of course that means the next bus going down Buckeye is not going to be for another 30 minutes. At this point, I'm really hungry, so I'm just trying to walk back to Circle K, get some munchies with my EBT card. Yeah, just the direction I walked out of Amazon I thought would be a lot closer than this intersection here of 69th Avenue, which is kind of where I started. 69th Avenue and Buckeye. But I just kind of threw me for a loop that at 71st, which is like like kind of a major side street, generally speaking, there's not a bus stop there. Like, to me, that bus stop makes way more sense than this bus stop here. Anyway, now I know, and of course it doesn't matter because I don't think I'll be going back to this location whatsoever. So I applied specifically for the location at, which I think I mentioned before, specifically for a location at 83rd Avenue and Roosevelt. There's so many Amazon locations in Phoenix, it's unbelievable. Anyway, she told me it would be possible, like, because I was hoping maybe at this interview I could say that, hey, you know, I meant to select a job at a location more convenient to me, but I figured I'm already scheduled, so I'm here. Can you fix that? And at which point she's like, no, you would need to reapply, start over at this point where, you know, you're going forward on this job at the location of 83rd Avenue. And then she did say that I would be able to, like after I'm there and I'm actually started, or maybe she said like within a week. Gosh, I forget. I'm so forgetful with stuff like that. I forget how many days. But she said within a short amount of time, like I want to say just a couple days or maybe a week. Maybe it was 10 days after I started that I could put in for transfer to a different location. But then when we started talking about like what the pay is, which is not as high as I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad. Honestly, I'm just kind of excited about getting a new pair of shoes for free. Anyway, about the pay was not as high as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. But honestly, I don't remember the amount. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was as high as I remember what I read. But I was right about the $3,000 signing bonus. She did say in order to get the signing bonus, I have to stay at this location. So even though I have the option of transferring to another location within a week-ish, I need to stay at this location for 180 days. So 6 months I need to stay at this location in order to get the $3,000 bonus. And I think she said the first $1,000 of it comes, oh gosh, you know, this is why I generally take notes, but I didn't really have an opportunity to take notes. And I would rather people give me stuff written on paper than just tell me stuff, because when people tell me stuff, it's just in one ear and out the other. Like, I kind of remember being told stuff, but I don't remember what the stuff is I was told. But I forget. I think it's a month or maybe 3 months when I get the first $1,000, which sucks because I could really use that right now. But After that, then I know it's definitely 180 days to get the other 2,000. But yeah, she said that that's contingent upon staying at that warehouse located on 83rd Avenue. And she's like, well, are you going to be able to do that? I'm like, yeah, it's, I'd really rather be at something closer to home, and I told her that my biggest challenge is, not having a vehicle, and hopefully it'll get fixed soon, but, I don't really know when it's going to get fixed. And, oh wow, I didn't notice there's a QT right here. I noticed the Circle K when I got out of the bus, but I did not notice a QT. I'd much rather get food at QT. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Apparently I'm committing to 6. I still don't know for sure if I'm going to pass the background check or I have to go back to redo the drug test because I don't think I did it right. But at this point, I'm just waiting for an email. But yeah, if I get it, I'm going to have to stay tough out this particular location and this shift, which is graveyard shifts 4 days a week. I'm going to have to tough that out for about 6 months to get that $3,000. And yeah, I want that. So I'm going to do it. Anyway, I'm going inside. I'm going to get me some food.